Well, this is a fun setup. They've got pink flamingos over here, Aja. They got pink flamingos.
Okay, I'm going. Bye.
What, you don't like flamingos?
I love flamingos, but I have to
What?
edit.
What?
You know,
You're not gonna come out and play today?
yeah, I will, but I want to, I like to edit throughout the day so that way it's not so much at night.
She doesn't want to play with us anymore.
I do. I love
No,
y'all.
no,
Where's
no.
our
Texas has arrived.
Texas has arrived.
Hello.
And how are you guys?
Good, how are you?
We're doing good.
Good.
Did you enjoy the meeting?
Yes.
Right on.
We went and got our permits, so now we're legal.
Yeah, we're all legal too. We did our permits yesterday, and then a few of these people did theirs just now, so we're all good. And then tell me what your channel name is.
Frugal RV Gal.
Frugal RV Gal. And
C right. C right.
okay. C right.
Correct.
And that's the lady over there that lost her frying pan.
Oh no. Hello.
It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So cute. Hi. Hi, buddy. Whose little guy is this? Come here. I just want to take you with me. Hi, come here. Hello over there.
Hello.
How you doing over there?
I am doing fabulous.
Okay.
So,
We're going to new heights.
yeah.
We are. Hello, Willow. Hi, guys.
So, there we go. Look at a good view now.
Yeah.
So the question about the roof is.
You guys speak up so I can hear you.
Oh, the answer about the roof is this is a factory installed aluminum roof. And it's guaranteed for like 15 years from the factory. So we're right there on factory life. Doesn't have any holes in it. Don't have to worry about it. I can walk on it. It's just the way it came from the factory. And obviously they gooped the heck out of it.
Yep.
So I don't have any leakies. So they went around it really well. And we have a solar panel up here, a little 12 by 12. It came factory from the thing. It doesn't work. I just haven't pulled it off because I don't want to have a hole and not fix the hole and put something back there. So that'll be all in time and everything like that.
And then what's that big bubble over there?
That is your skylight to your bathroom.
Okay. And then what is this big
Air
unit?
conditioning cover.
Okay.
Air conditioning.
And then what's that big black
my
box?
big Spock box, which is really weird because they made it so it opens this way from this side, and it folds over this way. And I'm not sure why they didn't make it so it folds over that way, so it's more comfortable to get in and out.
Huh?
So it's kind of sketchy.
Okay. Well, that's so that if
It
you...
opens, right, but if it opened the other way, then I could stand on that side and not be on the verge of falling off my roof.
Right, but I don't think it's meant to go up onto a roof of a camper, is it? It's like a car.
It is a, this is from the factory. This is in the factory sheet and everything of what they did.
Okay, and we've
I'll
got a
readjust
little
it
bit of
later.
an issue at this corner. Scott will just have to work with that.
It's just a case that it's gotten so much sun that it,
Yeah.
when I go to really travel, I don't have to worry about it now. I'll lock it down and everything.
Okay.
So, yep, it's a great
So
roof.
maybe
I don't have to worry about it.
that's because then you could get a ladder, but who carries a big ladder around with them like that? Oh, maybe extended ladder like Carolyn's. Maybe we should check out that.
But I'm not, no, I'll just get another box later on that opens the other way.
Yeah. Okay.
It should open the other way.
So that's
what our roof consists of.
Yeah.
It's from the factory.
See? It's metal. All right. So they want to know about generators. Do you have any generators?
What's a generator? No, we do. This new camper has an onboard generator. It is a propane ran. It's kind of dirty and dusty right now because where we've been. It's a 3600 watt generator. and propane ran, and it all push button controlled. You can start it inside, you can start it down here. It has a total of 160 hours on it right now, so this camper's, what is it, 13 years old, so you can see barely ever used or anything like that. So she runs good, works perfect and everything like that. And it's kind of nice for Terry because she can just hit the button and all of a sudden she's drying her hair.
Yep, it's really nice. There's just a button right above our sink, and we turn it on, we push it, let it prime for what, 10
Seconds.
I count to 10, and then I let it off, and then I wait just a few seconds, and then I hit it again, and boy, that thing just purrs. It just starts right up.
And we started up right now, but we have a bunch of guests around, so we don't want to annoy them.
And it's a little bit louder than we're used to or prefer, but you know, we warn people that we're going to use it, and we also try to park where there are not a bunch of people to bother, but these guys all kind of gotten here, and I've warned them all that I'm gonna turn my generator on at 8 in the morning. No, we didn't. I waited till 9.
So we also have, I just grabbed my little Honda generator and everything. It's 2,000 watts. It's an inverter. It was my dad gave it to me before he passed away and everything because he said it got kind of heavy for him. It's actually just a sweetheart of a generator. Runs great. It does everything you ask of it and everything, and barely burns any fuel, and it's nice and quiet. So if I have a chance, and I usually use this generator as to firing up the other one, but I don't like leaving it out overnight, even chained up. It's not that I'm worried about somebody taking it. I just don't want to be the fool that left it out and then had somebody take it and then be not a happy person.
We always, Scott always chains it up right, part right there before the area here? Right before there.
Yeah, and I'll probably chain it up now since I have it real close right through the rim.
So want to tell them about your
how
tie
we tie
downs?
down the truck.
Okay.
Or the camper to the truck. So we did wash it up and had it all nice and clean. Unfortunately, it rained. Imagine that in Arizona, it rained. So my truck is nice and filthy, but it doesn't matter.
Really filthy.
These are basically the tie downs from the camper that are on the camper bolted in. I went down, I have big eye bolts that go down and hook into the bumper, and then they are on the shackle and everything like that. I have different chain links in case things change, like say somebody ran in the back of you and took out your camper and you need another camper. Now I have the ability to adjust to a different camper, so I left the links on there.
Well, that's mighty smart of you.
I'm hoping, right? I don't need to buy more chain.
Right.
Up front, what we have is our side bars.
So you were actually planning for the future? Is that what you were doing with the chain?
No, they fit really well on the other camper. Unfortunately, I had no way to cut them down to fit this camper on the truck. And
right.
The rest of them pretty much length out right to where I needed them to be for the length and everything. This is obviously bolted down into my step, which is bolted to the frame of the truck. So I run them down like that. This is loose right now just because I am using the stabilizer to adjust the attitude of the camper right now. So I have them loose so I'm not lifting the camper and lifting the truck up and everything like that. And the reason we have different kind of tie downs here is that when the gentleman hit us in the back, the other ones, these have like a little absorber system in them. He hit us so hard that he blew 2 of these apart. And so I elected to go with, actually the person, Pat, that I got the camper from, Des and Pat, he had 2 of the other buckles. And so he gave them to me so I could use them on the camper so we could tie down and everything like that. So the other ones got thrown away.
Okay. All right, guys. So there you have a few things that we have on this camper. Ooh, that's a sticky bush.
Yes.
Okay. And Tucker's going to come in and join us here for a minute.
So we're using our solar for what little we can get. It's a beautiful day and everything. So it just kind of, for the most part, maintains the battery, but it doesn't charge
Right.
the battery.
Now, somebody asked, and I don't know if you would know this, somebody wanted to know if they could use that to charge a laptop.
I would say yes.
You think it
I'm
would?
pretty sure it does. It came with a bunch of other plugins. It just plugs right here. So this plug-in also goes to other adapters.
Okay.
And I left those all at home because the only thing I needed was to run it into my battery.
Okay.
And I also bought this is just basically a charger, a regulator. But I know I don't have to use it right now because the battery's down so low that there's no need to run it through this. And it doesn't charge up so much that I'm going to burn my battery up.
Okay.
So, yes, it would charge that, but...
Now, if somebody knows different than that and they've had one of these or they know a lot more about solar, and thank you guys for all of your comments about the solar system. We are reading them. We're having a hard time replying to everybody because we're getting so many questions, or not just questions, but a lot of help. If somebody knows anything different about these little solar pancake deals, can you please put a comment out there, and when I read it, I will post it to the top so that the other people that are asking about this little suitcase, they'll just have more information. All right, you guys.
And also,
so
I didn't mean to interrupt, but this is a cable that hooks to my generator, and it didn't come with the generator. It cost me a whole $10 more, but it plugs in. It goes to a battery charging system. It's 8 amps, so as it's running, I can use the generator to run the house, and I can also use it to charge my battery back up. So this is just the cable that goes to that, and I'll be running it later on today when the sun goes down. And
can we start the generator so they can hear how quiet this one is versus maybe some of the other ones that they've heard? This is really a quiet generator. It's we've had a lot of people come up to us in campgrounds and ask us what this is because it's so quiet. Now, you might not, let's see. See, it just purrs. It's not loud at all.
So that's it on just a run mode. It's not, I can plug the house into it right now and it'll run at that speed and maintain what's going on in the house. If all of a sudden Terry needs to use her hairdryer, obviously it's going to come up to power, because it's only 2,000 watts. It'll come up to power to run her hair blow dryer, but it's not powerful enough to run the air conditioner, or air conditioning system on the thing. But it's great for sitting here idling like that. It'll charge my battery up, and it'll also run the house, which is also charging the battery at the same time.
Right.
Pretty quiet, and it has 2 different modes. And right now it's on the quiet mode, and I'll show you what it does when I kick it on. Basically, this is going to be full mode, so that it wouldn't have a surge. Right now, it can sit here and run like this, and then all of a sudden you decide to turn something big on, it'll come up to power and then go back down. Or you can just run it full bore, and it doesn't jump around. So this is what it sounds like when it's that's full bore.
Well, there you go.
I don't know if you can hear the sound, and I think it'll run like half throttle for.
What do you guys think? Is that loud? No.
What?
Okay, so there's that. And then let's catch them up on the battery, if you could, of what we figured out about the battery. We got
it just got decharged. It was never full prior.
right. So we didn't run the battery down ourselves. We know that, I knew that you can't run a battery past 50% because it's not good for
And you shouldn't even run it that low, I guess.
Right. So go ahead. I'm sorry. Yes.
We went into the campgrounds and pulled it all the way back up to 100%, according to what I had inside. I don't have a gauge that I can actually read everything. I'm going off my idiot gauges inside. But obviously after 3 days of sitting somewhere, running my trickle charger and the system that runs through the camper, charged the battery back up. So we were at 100% when we left. Now we're right down about 60%. We're using the solar to kind of maintain that because it's not powerful enough, like I said, to bring it back up to power. And later on today, I will run my generator to power the house up and also put 8 amps into the battery. So in a couple hours, it'll be back up to 90% or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, and we've had also a few people ask us about whether or not we have an electric blanket or a Mr. Buddy. No, we do.
4.
Yeah, your battery's good. It dropped down to 12.2.
Okay, so it's
So-
okay. Sweet.
Your battery is
Yay.
about 12. Full charge would be at 14.25
Right.
to 14.5.
And that's where I'm trying to get it back. It just to get
Well-
this thing back to a full charge. Obviously, my solar is not a big thing, and I have my
But
generator
it's-
here.
Yeah,
Very
but your battery being a deep cycle at this point is trickle charging,
Right.
and it's going to take several hours for it to trickle charge up to 14.5, up past 14 volts, because it's only taking about 2 amps.
Regardless of what I would put into it, that's
Regardless
all
of
it's
what
gonna-
you're putting into, it's only 2 amps. You can put 30 amps into it, and it's still going to take 4 hours to fully load.
Really?
Yeah,
So the battery has a that's the memory about a battery people talk about.
that's a deep cycle marine battery. That's where they're
Ah.
designed. They're designed to be charged down to zero, almost
Right.
zero,
Yeah.
and reloaded at least 1,200 times,
Okay.
1,200 cycles. I used to use them on a bass boat all the time, and we'd run them right down to where it's like, okay, trolling motor's dead. Well,
Right. Right.
let's, we'd hook it up to the motor and take off and run the lake for about 4 hours, and then it would recharge the battery. Not completely, but it would recharge it so we could get another,
So
6
you were
hours at night riding.
right, but so you weren't bringing it up to 100%. You'd bring it up to 70% or
I
something.
was bringing it up to about 80%.
That's what it would
Once
bring it up
hits
to.
80,
Okay.
85%,
Right.
then it slows down.
Oh,
It slows down its charge.
I'm
then
learning so much. Okay.
And then it just completely charges and charges and charges.
Okay. Okay. To get it back to 100%.
Yeah.
And then when you lose it, what it'll do is it'll go from the 100% to 80% fairly quick, but then it goes slow after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am learning so much.
Yeah. But it's a deep cycle marine battery.
Right.
They're designed to be run down to zero
Okay.
and recharged at least 12 to 1,500 times.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to get 8 years out of my batteries on my boat.
All right, guys, so I am on top of my camper. Not on top of the camper. I'm standing up through the hatch on top of the bed. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a view of how it's changed around here since the last time I put a video up with this outer area with all the campers and vans. It's RVs of all sorts, campers and vans, buses, tent trailers, trucks, cars, everything. So I just wanted to give you guys kind of a view of how it has changed, and I'm gonna let you guys see now. All right. Hey, I have a peekaboo down there. It's always fun and games here at the RTR. You know, they all want to see inside that van, Dan. Nope. He says nope. They'll have to go on your channel maybe and see it, right?
I don't have a channel.
Yeah. All right. He's the one that makes those yummy looking brownies.
Leave me alone. I'm trying to drink my beer or a crowd, whichever comes first.
Oh. Okay, guys, I was up here on the roof getting the sunset, which is absolutely gorgeous, and these fellows came along on the bike. You gotta speak up for them.
This is Quan.
Quan?
And I'm Bill. And we're from Georgia.
And Bill, and they're from Georgia. And I was asking them how it was to ride their bike out here in the rock, because there's some big rocks out here. But you guys are doing okay?
We've been following you since Washington State,
Since Washington.
and to see what you have, how you've overcome and turned lemon into lemonade.
Absolutely,
Very
that's how you got to do it. Thank you.
So we're real proud of you. Where's your husband?
He went down to the schoolies down here.
You guys are a hysterical pair. You're just so.
We've had a lot of work at that.
I want to shake both your hands, but I want him to know he gets a handshake too.
Well, you come on back by when he's here, and we would be glad to shake hands.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And we appreciate all of you guys watching. We've just had a big fun time, you know, communicating back and forth to everybody. So
We saw that everything, so it's been amazing.
well, thank you.
You were spending, how long were you in Lake Havasu?
Almost, I think it was over a month.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
over a month.
That, huh?
No, I don't know if I ever want to stay in a hotel room again. It was pretty crazy. So
Well, it's so great to see you.
thank you so
We're gonna
much.
keep watching you.
All right, thank you, and hopefully I'll bring you some good stuff from here.
We'll come back.
All right, bye guys. All right, so I'm gonna put you guys back on the thing. That is once again Jeff from PB&J to go. And let's see, the sun is just about ready to set, so I'm gonna leave you guys to that. I hope you guys all have a good evening, good day, whenever you guys are watching this. And thank you guys for watching. We're having a lot of fun out here meeting everybody that is subscribed to us, and actually getting to see where you guys are all from. So if you guys are here at the RTR, we don't mind if you stop and say hello. All right, so here is the beautiful sunset.